record this. Okay, so we can hopefully get this going here. Yeah, okay, cool. So we got, okay. What's that on? Okay, all right. We'll try to get through this as quickly as we can, because I want to value your time. So I think I'm gonna go back here. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay, get here. Okay, so if you have an RSVP for the meeting, there's the QR code, which I think all of you have RSVP'd. Are you the student?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name? Okay. Okay, well, welcome. Glad you could be here. Obviously, you got the information from Miss Jones, correct? Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Well, I'll just introduce myself. I'm Martin Schwinger. Here at Waco High School, I teach business and entrepreneurship. And my first travel experience was to Hawaii when I was probably like 9 or 10. I went with my mom and my grandma. And
I went. I can't stay because there was one came for the business meeting, but it's not a business meeting.
it's this
So I'm
meeting.
gonna go in, do that.
Okay.
Hi. I'm trying to
Come back when you can. Or this is my partner in crime. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go talk to her
And then come back. Okay, sounds good. Okay. So yeah, so my first travel experience was to Hawaii, but I've traveled various places. I've been to Australia, I've been to Europe, I've been various places here in the US, and I love traveling. And I think it's one of the things that I love about traveling is I think it's a great educational opportunity for students. I went when I was younger and had some great experiences, and I want to give students that same opportunity, is to get them to travel and have those same experiences. So some quick pictures. Again, that was Miss Jones, my partner in crime with Waco FLYTE. We kind of started this organization together, getting this opportunity for students to travel. And that picture was actually taken. She and I went on a group leader training tour in Madrid, and that's where that picture was actually taken. More recent one, that one was taken this summer in Rome. That's the Trevi Fountain in Rome, when we were there this summer with 41 of our students at the time. So this trip is talking about Washington, D.C. and New York, and it's a 6-day trip. And so in about half an hour's time, like I said, I want to value your time. We're going to try to make this about 30 minutes, but we're going to cover who our travel partner is. We are going to cover the time we're going to be traveling, things that we'll see before, during, and after the tour, how that works, some of the lasting impacts of travel, everything that's included in the trip, and then of course we're reserving the spot for your student. Let me just do a quick check. Miss Jackie, Miss Rhonda, are you hearing me okay? Put a thumbs up or something in the chat so I can know. Okay, cool. So our travel partner is EF Explore America. Now, EF is actually a big organization, and they've been doing student travel for 55 years. Explore America is the domestic travel for students. And Educational Tours is the international one. And actually, I went through EF when I went to Australia over 30 years ago. I went through EF as an exchange student. I was there for 9 months. And they, excuse me, they are very, very student-centered. They want to make sure that all of the tours that they design are definitely student-centered, and so that the students can get the most out of these experiences as they possibly can. And with the 55 years of experience, they've got a lot. They're backing us up, and they are there for us before, during, and after. Welcome, hello. Hopefully you can get in there. So yeah, so they're there. EF is there for us before, during, and after. They support us the whole time. So here's our travel window. It's a 6-day trip, but we could leave as early as June 15th or come back as late as the 24th. And they set those windows so that as they're making the travel plans, because they're the ones who make the travel plans for us, that they can get the best prices. Flights, hotel accommodations, everything. So we won't know the exact dates until about 90 days before the trip. But that's kind of the window that we want to plan for. Those are the dates we've requested. Some of the things that we are going to see when we are there. This is a whole list. I'm not going to go through the whole list, but a couple of things that I'm really excited about is photo stop at the White House, is a night tour of DC, the National Mall, where we get to see some of the memorials. We get to see those.
Đi hết trời, còn chơi gì nữa trơn. Mấy cái này chân đi hết trời, có thiếu gì đâu trơn.
If we can.
Không biết nhiêu tiền trơn.
There we go. Okay. In fact, I was talking to my mom last night. She lived in DC for a period of time, and she says seeing the memorials and seeing them lit up at night is just an incredible experience. In New York, we get to see the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island. We get to go to a Broadway show. We get to see the 9/11 memorial, and Times Square, one of the most famous places in the world, Times Square, of course. And again, we get to see it at night when it's all lit up. So that's all the things that we're going to do. And that's just a few of the things that I personally am excited for. Oops, gotta click here so I can go here. Okay, so before the tour, once a student is enrolled, we really have very little that we have to worry about when we're there. Because EF takes care of everything. They take care of all the travel arrangements, arranging the hotel, arranging the flights, arranging all the activities. You got to get tickets to go to the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island. They handle all of that for us. And we have our traveler, we have a traveler support team, our traveler specialists who we can always ask questions to. What if this happens? How do we do this? They handle all of that. You know, they're there as a resource for them. We can call them anytime. You as parents can call them at any time. You as a student can call them anytime and say, I got a question. What about this? And they can help find the answer. For students, they do offer scholarships. EF awards $50,000 a year in needs-based scholarships. There are applications that you can get on and you can apply for a scholarship, and that scholarship is just automatically applied. If you get one of those scholarships, it's automatically applied to the balance. The other thing too is they've got every traveler has basically a GoFundMe page. It goes through EF, and 100% of the proceeds goes towards the account. So the EF doesn't take any percentage like GoFundMe actually does, but they have their own setup. That's basically,
You can share that with them.
you can share that with family members. We had one of our students who went on the Europe trip, who created a QR code for it. And so she was doing things as part of her own personal fundraising. She would do like bake sales and things like that. And for payment, she had this QR code, and she just showed him the QR code and had him do it that way. That was how she applied it. When we are on the road, 24/7, while we are on the road, we have the tour director who is with us the whole time. They stay at the hotel with us. They're on the bus with us. And they are there as a resource, as a local person who is there to help us through and answer any questions that we have while we're on the tour. Safety is a big thing with EF. They have a 24/7 emergency service and support team that we can get in touch with at any time. In fact, most of the students will get a wristband like this, and it has the emergency number right inside it if there's a problem. Or we as group leaders, as chaperones, can talk with our tour director, they can contact travel support if it becomes that serious. in the various times that I've done trips like this, we've never had anything serious enough that we've had to call them. And then of course, talking about chaperones, for every 10 student travelers, we have a chaperone going. And really that kind of leads the industry as far as student travel. There are other companies out there who do student travel. EF probably has the highest ratio of student to chaperones.
So who are the chaperones?
That will be determined based on how many students actually enroll. But we will choose them from I would be one of them, possibly Miss Jones would be another one. We'll a trusted adult. We've got various teachers. Parents can be a chaperone if we want to do it. If we can try to figure something out, we've got to have at least 10 enrolled students in order to have a chaperone. And all of the adults actually also go through a background check too before the trip. After the trip, we're trying to set these kids up for success later in life. They get a chance to learn how to navigate through an airport, through TSA, through a train station, through getting on buses, maybe taking the subway, talking with hotel staff. These are all things and all tools that these students will have an opportunity to learn or experience while they're on a trip. There's also opportunities. EF has what they call their uncommon app guide. It's a way that students can take the experiences that they've had and put them into an essay that then they can use when they apply to college. Since most college applications nowadays, they want an essay of some kind. This is a great way to do it, an experience like this. And EF has a way that they can help the student write the essay to go on a college application. There's also opportunities for high school credit as well as college credit. There's applications for both of those. The college credit one, EF partners with Southern New Hampshire University. There is a fee for that, obviously, but you get the college credit for it. The students get the college credit for it. The other thing that EF Explore America does is that they have gone cashless. Sometimes I can't talk real well. But they have partnered with Till Financial, and they can download the free app. You set up an account, they get a debit card, parents have access to it. The child needs money, student traveler needs money. The parents can put money into the Till account, and then it's available right then for the student. So if they have their own debit card, they wouldn't have to use that, or? I think this is the first time we've used this. So I think everybody's entitled to a free account with Till through EF, but if they have their own debit card, their own account, I think they can use either one. As far to my knowledge, they can use either one. Some quick statistics. 93% of travelers say that their tour expanded their knowledge of the world. 89% say that they understand more about new people, new places, new cultures. 92% say they discovered more about themselves, and 88% of travelers say they grew more confident and independent from trips like this. And from my own experience and my daughter's own experience, those numbers are accurate. You see this. I experienced it myself. I've seen my daughter experience it. She's a more confident person. She's more aware of herself and the world around her because of the trip that she went on. So some things that we're going to see. So we only have one student here, but if we've got a student who's on Zoom or a parent who's on Zoom, what might be something that you would be look forward to on a trip like this based on what's up there? Well, that just lists what it are. Okay, visiting Arlington National Cemetery or choosing your own food, because you will have a chance because breakfast and dinners are supplied, I lost the word. Yeah, they're in the plan. They are part of it. But for lunches, you get to choose where you want to go for lunch.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, is it like, does everybody gonna pick Red boat, or you can like, oh, I wanna go here, and then I'll just take me, and then everybody else.
No, we want to try to keep as many students together as possible, again, just for safety reasons. But yeah, especially probably in New York, but you get a chance to kind of get with a group of your friends and say, hey, where are we gonna go for lunch? Our tour director recommended this place. Let's go try it. You know, it's up to you, but you get to. Okay. So protection plans, they do provide protection plans. EF does provide protection plans. This is what is included. Are these items that are included as part of the travel protection. For $180 more, you can add the plus, which gives you basically that you can cancel for any reason, even up until the day of departure. So again, some safety, some peace of mind. If something happens, you know, you've got those options are available. So going back, here is everything that is included: airfare, full-time tour director, hotel accommodations, the student to chaperone ratio, breakfast and dinners are included. They'll take us to restaurants. The tour director will take us to restaurants at the end of the night for dinner. Breakfast is usually at the hotel. For the domestic trips, we get professional overnight security in the hotel. So even as group leaders and who are worn out by the end of the day, we can have a peace of mind because we know that there is security there. Yeah, exactly. There's the high school and college credit opportunities. There's the free till financial app and debit card. All of our transportation. I believe on this one, we're traveling by bus from DC to New York. So that's included. All the guided tours, all the activities, the Broadway show, the access to Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, all of that's included. The local guides that will be there. The 24-hour emergency assistance, there's illness and accident coverage, the traveler support team. And here's one thing that I think that I can tell you the international trips don't have. All gratuities are included with the domestic trips. And then of course the traveler's personalized GoFundMe page. So all of that is wrapped up into one big thing, one price, which let's get to that right now. Okay, so here's the bottom line. Okay, so in full, the total amount for the trip is $28.19. And really, when you think about it, and you think about all that's included, that's a really good deal. That's a really good deal. If you enroll today, if a student enrolls today or until Friday the 6th, you get $50 off of that. If you want to do bi-weekly payments, it'd be about 16 payments, it'd be $171 a week. If you go the monthly route, which is probably what most students do, it's $341, and both of those are after the $95 enrollment fee. You can do manual payments. I know students who have done manual payments, or that they have paid it off in full all at once. You can do manual payments. It's up to you then to decide when you want to pay and how much, as long as that's paid by the deadline, which would be, since this is a June trip, would be May sometime.
Can you go onto the site?
Yes, actually, that's that. So if any students who are ready to enroll, any parents who want to enroll your students, our deadline is October 15th. Right now we have 12 spots available. They allocate a certain number of spots, but if we get enough interest, I can call EF and say, hey, we've got our 12 spots filled. Okay, we've got our 12 spots filled, but we have 6 more students or 12 more students who want to go. Can we open up more spots? Because they try to reserve those, try to get an idea and reserve, because they try to get all those reservations done way ahead of time. So as far as the enrollment, there it is right there. There's the website that you can go to. There's the QR code that takes you right to the enrollment page to get it set up. If you call or you go to this website, of course, that's our tour ID right there, but that's the website that you can go to. And again, through Friday, anybody who enrolls from now until Friday, you get an extra $50 off. Off the $28.19. Yeah, off the $28.19. But the QR code will take you right to the enrollment page. So, I think that was way less than 30 minutes. I have no idea when I started. But those of you who are on Zoom, if you have any, I'll open it up for questions. I'll leave that up there for the enrollment page. But if you've got any questions, please pipe up or put in the chat or something so that we can, so that I can try to answer those for you.
So
Any questions from anybody?
to commit, it's just basically enrolling in or is it?
Yeah, the enrollment, and then it's the $95 enrollment fee.
Okay, so it's 28.19 plus 95. Okay.
I think. No, the 28.19 includes the $95 deposit. Yeah. I'm glad you asked that question because I wasn't even sure myself. So thank you for asking that. Okay, we've got a question in the chat. Looks like maybe a couple days before I have the fee. That Miss Jackie, that's totally fine. To get the extra 50, it's the extra 50 off. It's by the 6th. Can I enroll without paying? I believe they do ask for the enrollment fee at the time of enrollment. So you'd have to have the 95, but we've got until the 15th for the deadline for the enrollment. For the extra 50, it's the 6th.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yep.
This, but how many days are they spending in New York and how many in DC?
It's about 3 days each
Each,
in
okay.
each city. Yeah, we'll be about 3 days in DC and then 3 days in New York.
Where are we first?
Well, DC first. Yeah. So any other questions from anybody here or on Zoom? Okay. I'm excited. I was talking with one of our, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Sherry. I was talking with Sherry earlier. It's like I haven't been to DC or New York, so this is exciting for me.
You advise, I'll check.
There are options that adults, if you want to go, parents, you want to go, you're welcome to sign up as a traveler as well.
Okay.
The adult fee is usually about $400 to $500 more
Okay.
than the student plan,
But it includes all the packages.
but it includes all of that as well. Yeah, yeah.
It's not a bad deal.
No, it's really not. It's not a bad deal at
That's
all.
really good.
So,
Right.
any other questions? Anything else?
What Broadway show are they seeing? Do y'all know?
We don't know yet.
Okay,
We won't know probably till closer to the date.
okay.
Maybe we'll get something like Wicked, or who knows. When my daughter and I went to London 5 years ago, we got to see Wicked in London.
See, I'm wanting to go back to New York to see. I've seen Phantom and I mean, I've seen those. Like,
I've seen those too,
Broadway, but I'd
but
love
on
to-
Broadway, yeah, that would be a little different experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 9/11 memorial is something that I personally am excited for. Definitely. So, okay. Anything else? Any other questions, comments? The enrollment page is still up there. And we'll also send out probably a PDF of this, possibly even this video that we've got going on here, so that we'll get that out to everybody who is interested, who couldn't be here tonight. So other than that,
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you very much if you're gonna send that out.
Yeah, we will. For those of you who are here, there is some popcorn and water back there if you want it, so feel free. Other than that, again, thank you for coming, and if you're sticking around for Spain, that's in about half an hour, so down in Miss Jones's room. So, all right. Thank you, everybody who joined us via Zoom. Okay. And I'm going to stop recording.